Vince.
And today we're going to talk about movie props.
Movie props.
The question is, Vince, if you could own and keep any movie prop from any film ever made, what would it be and why? That's the question for today. And when we say prop, we mean anything built for a movie that's seen in the film.
So if I wanted that giant Nazi blimp from The Rocketeer, I could have that?
Yeah, you could have that. That's not your guess, though.
No.
That's not your answer. Your guess. Because there's a right or a wrong answer.
And there is indeed. Leave comments. We will grade you. So what if I wanted all the software used to create King Kong for Peter Jackson's movie?
That's not a prop,
Yeah,
Vince.
but it was built for the movie.
Yeah, but it's not seen in the... It has to be seen in the film.
Well, what if I wanted Jennifer Love Hewitt, because I'm entirely sure she's about 90% not real.
Okay, Vince. Putting 1 minute on the clock, and I'll try to gain my composure after you said that.
Ready?
Yes.
Set, go.
Okay, mine is a no-brainer for me. I had no problem figuring this out. My pick is the 1989 Batmobile from the 1989 film. That's my pick. It was easy for me because I've seen it. I've actually seen it in person. And when you see something that looks that cool, you know you want it. It's fantastic. And how awesome would it be to have a car that shoots fire out the back of it? By the way, if I owned that thing, I wouldn't be able to keep from driving it around. Like, I know you'd want to just, like, keep it in a museum or whatever, but screw it. I'd drive it around. I would risk getting hit just because of how wicked fantastic that would be. But yeah, you know, it's one of the most recognizable props there is. Like, everybody would know what it was. And like, when I was a kid, I would always think about like what car I would want when I grew up. And then I was always depressed because they don't make those. So like, you know, I'd be like, I want a Batmobile, and you can't get one of those. But I think that is the best of all the Batmobiles there's ever been. All the comic book ones and everything. That's the best one.
I think so. You know, funny, one of my runner-ups was almost going to be the 60s Batmobile.
Which is interesting because you don't even like that show.
No, but I like
But
the
it's
car.
a cool car.
This is true.
Yeah, I've seen it in person too. I saw it in Metropolis. Remember I bought that Batarang? From the guy who...
Was it a polite?
A what?
You meant the car. Moving on.
I can't believe you said that.
Me neither.
I'm trying to be serious, kind of. It was really neat though. But you know, it doesn't have the bats on the side of it anymore. Like they had to paint over that for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. It's weird.
They had extra paint and didn't know what to do with it.
Okay, anyway, that's my pick. So.
Alright.
You didn't laugh at my pick. I'm excited.
No, because I support it.
Okay, you ready, Vince?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Now, here's the interesting thing, because neither of us are exactly gearheads. I think that's the proper term for car-ophiles. But
We both picked cars.
We both picked cars. I chose the Bluesmobile from the Blues Brothers movie. Why? Because it's got a lot of pickup. It's got cop suspension, cop shocks, cop motor. I did that out of order.
You can't even say it with a straight face.
And it was made before catalytic converter, so it'll run good on regular gas. Yes, I just did the movie quote. And, you know, it's practical. And in fact, I even want the authentic garbage that's in the... They had, like old cigarette butts just tossed up there. I want that stuff in there. I do. Why? It's just cool. It's an old cop car. So if even people don't know this, the Bluesmobile, they're going to look at it and say, dude, look, an old cop car. I'd even like to have the big speaker system that they stole from a water park. Or maybe that was a beach. I can never quite get that straight. I think it was a beach. But it's so cool to me. I don't know. The Bluesmobile. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I also support your answer. Vince, you're gonna hate me when I say this. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 minutes on the clock. You ready? Okay, you're gonna hate me when I say this. I have never seen that film.
I think a lot of people haven't.
I know it's like your favorite movie of all time. It even beats out Ghostbusters for you, right?
Yeah, you know, just barely. Why? Because Ghostbusters is funnier. Blues Brothers is just cool.
You talk about Ghostbusters all the time, but like you've rarely or possibly never mentioned Blues Brothers on the podcast or the show, and like it's your favorite. He talks about it all the time to me, but I've never seen it.
There's a good reason that I don't talk about it on the podcast. It's because it's not as geeky as Ghostbusters.
You're right.
Ghostbusters was spawned out of Dan Aykroyd's nerd side.
Uh-huh.
This stuff was out of his love for blues, and blues really isn't a geeky type of thing. In fact, it's almost been kind of catty-cornered away with jazz in the art music section.
So we both picked cars.
Yes.
And I had no problem picking mine. Now you said you were between two.
Yeah.
And if I had been between two, my other thing, it would have been also another car.
Yeah, same here.
So either the '89 Batmobile or the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Ah.
That's cool.
And it's safe
And
too.
I've
It's a
seen
full
it
metal
in
car.
person also. In Hollywood Casinos in Tunica has both of those. The '89 Batmobile and the you know what else they have? They have the prop for the original Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and it's like 3 feet tall. It's like 3 feet tall. Yeah, more than that. Yeah. Well,
Really cool.
see that went like off the can. You know what I mean? Like that's why I didn't do that.
They can't see that. Guess what's in my other hand?
So your runner-up, I want to say, was probably the Ecto one, right?
Yep, that one or something else from the Ghostbusters movie.
What's that?
The Proton Pack.
The Proton Pack, yeah.
And here's the reason I got.
But see, I'd rather have the Trap than the Proton Pack.
That is cool too. The reason I got to say that the Proton Pack is because I could show people that it's not a toy. It's a collectible.
That's awesome.
Oh god.
If I didn't have to pick a car, did you have backups for things that aren't cars?
The Proton Pack.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's other things I could just name them off.
Yeah. If I didn't have to pick, well, I mean, I don't want to do 3 minutes on the '89 Batmobile, you know. So like, I got some other stuff.
Well, go for it.
Okay, runner-ups that are not cars. The glass Professor X's glass wheelchair. Fantastic.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you could roll around and call yourself Wheels.
No, I wouldn't use that one. That's one I would be totally okay with putting somewhere and never getting around in it.
Something that's not even exactly stylish. I mean, I suppose it is. It has this wear and tear on it.
Yeah.
I want Raphael's size from Ninja Turtles.
That's a good one.
That's cool to me.
That is cool.
They look like they've been used, and they're huge too. So.
And laugh at me if you want to, because this is kind of odd, but like from that movie, we could do this forever.
We should have done a podcast.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, April's yellow coat. Just because I just remember seeing that movie and going, that looks really good. Because they made it a raincoat. They didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's better than that yellow jumpsuit that she wore.
With her name on it and all of that.
So they had to give props to both, to everything it was based on.
Props.
Wow. No pun intended.
Well, hey, what's your favorite movie prop? What would you pick if you could have anything ever? Leave us a comment. Let us know. Also, leave us a comment if you have any cool ideas for other things we might debate in the future. Things that might, I don't know, be an actual debate. That'd be cool. Leave us a comment for that also. Visit our website at geekvolution.com. Check out our blog and our podcast. And we'll see you next time on Geeks Not Nerds. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Vince. I want the fan that was featured in Citizen Kane. This is in the background.
I want Rosebud.
Here's a rosebud. That's not what I meant. Rosebud brand peas.